Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today I'm going to be reviewing another a little bit obscure film titled Deadly Strike, which is a martial arts film. So I haven't reviewed lots of these really, not as of lately anyway. So I figured I would review it. So yeah, this film went under several different titles like this, and then this one as well. So yeah, even this one too. Yes, sirree. So even this title as well, folks. So yeah, that's kind of weird if you ask me. And this one as well. What the hell? This doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? Seriously. Anyway, even with the Godzilla and Gamera films, they went under several different titles, which makes the entire thing seem confusing. So yeah, folks, this is the title I'm gonna be referring to, folks. And of course, it's gonna be the English dub version. Folks, I have so many movies to review, and I do mean quite a bit. And I would just watch these films for my list, and then I would just scratch it off from my list right here, folks. So I figured I would review these kinds of movies because I honestly enjoy them. Well, most of them anyway. So yeah, I figured I would do this. And of course, we're supposed to pretend, Bruce Lee never died, really. We're supposed to pretend that he's still around, I guess you can say, for this feature. So yeah, we're in one of those kinds of movies. So yeah, brace yourself, I guess. Deadly Strike. That's the one we'll be reviewing, folks. So, of course, as always, we have to talk about the plot. So let's get into it, shall we? Well, for this film, our main character is supposed to be a new police chef, and he arrives in a small town, of course, and he's been charged with bringing in dangerous gang to justice. But within moments, the chief provokes a showdown with his lazy deputies. Realizing they are not up to the job, he enlists the help of some of his prisoners, offering some, I guess you can say some ideas, some deals to those who survive the encounter with the gang. And, of course, you can say these include a widower in prison for killing the man who murdered his wife, a knife-throwing expert who also is doing time for the murder of a corrupt individual, and then there was this pickpocket and young orphan girl out to revenge her parents' death, so to speak. Basically, that's the summary of this film, folks. Yes, sirree. And the main character does reveal that his cold-hearted devotion to the mission when he, of course, wants to do his what he wants to do, and he wants to pretty much bring justice, so to speak, upon the town. So basically, he has to save the town and protect it and whatnot. And that's basically the overall idea of the summary of the film, folks. There's plenty of action to be had here, folks, which is fine because this is an action movie when you get down to it. So, of course, you expect a lot of action, and that's what's in here. Plenty of fighting in various places. Sometimes it's inside, and sometimes it's in somewhere. And, yeah, lots and lots of fighting. So it's a part of the story, so of course you're going to be seeing this kind of a thing going on within the movie itself, which I don't mind, honestly, because this is a kung fu film. Seeing a lot of fighting is part of the movie, of course, so I don't mind watching this, folks, of course. And I did see this film a while back, and I want to review more of these movies. I wouldn't mind watching again one of these days, folks. Again, this is, of course, the American dub version. The American dubbing isn't very good, of course. The voice acting is pretty choppy in a lot of ways, no pun intended, of course. So I can say that this film does have a pretty solid story overall. And so we can say that this character, the main character, has to pretty much fight off the bad guys, of course. Especially when he arrives at his small town, prison, so to speak, and invites selected prisoners to join him in this epic quest. If they survive, they'll be a free man, so to speak. Otherwise, they can spend the rest of their lives at this prison, so to speak. So, of course, not surprisingly, other men do agree to join in this crazy ass fucking quest, of course. So, basically, it's the quest consists of finding the whereabouts of this bandit gang who have been tearing up the countryside, so to speak, and laying waste to their ranks, so to speak. So, basically, after that, folks, the film then becomes one long fighting sequence after fight sequence towards the end of the film. So, I'm not going to spoil anything really, folks. And I can appreciate the fact that This film doesn't over-explain everything, and that's fine by me. I know lots of films nowadays will attempt to over-explain every mundane little detail. We really need to explain how the Force works up in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace? Nope. Did we really need to know the entire backstory of Michael Myers in the remake? Nope. Did we really need to see how Godzilla became that big in the remake? Nope. Not at all. No, no. That's what I'm trying to talk about, folks. Sometimes over-explaining stuff can actually ruin it. And I'm glad that this film actually avoids that. So that's pretty cool there, folks. So the pacing, like I said, was pretty brisk, which of course is a good thing in my eyes. So there was that. As usual, the villain of the story is really powerful. He's really strong. And it's not easy to take the bad guys down in the story, of course, especially towards the end. I'm not going to give away the ending of this film, but I can say it's pretty damn crazy in its own little way, so I did enjoy that. So, if you're going to make a crazy action movie, might as well go all out, I guess you can say. So, there's that. I can't say that I really did enjoy about this film is that the main character and his buddies will go around and to fight all kinds of different locations and be at bad guys here and there. They would even have some different kind of places to go to. So there's various areas, various excitement, fight scenes and whatnot. I thought this was pretty well choreographed for a film that's cheaply made, I guess you can say. Yeah, you can tell there was barely any money being placed into this, really, but that kind of thing is to be expected. And in some ways, it kind of gives it its own charm, so I really didn't mind it, really. It didn't bother me at all. So that's pretty cool, if you ask me. I would like to give a quick shout out to Air Force folks, because like I mentioned before, he wants to really redo his YouTube account, so the link down to his YouTube channel will be down below. So a quick reminder for everybody. So anyway, I guess you can say that Hollywood does not make movies like this, really. So I guess that leads me to say, well, vote with your dollar. If that's what you want to see, then pay to see that kind of thing because you get what you paid for. One other thing I can say about this film is that the slight touches of characterization given to the prisoners, and they have their own backstory, of course. The main character, I guess you can say the main, characters and whatnot, each have their own backstory, which influences their own actions throughout the entire film, including the main character. So I guess you can say that's pretty good there. I don't want to explain too much right here because I don't want to spoil the entire film for you folks. I do recommend this film even though the dubbing itself needs some serious work. But if you can get past that, I would say this film is definitely a recommendation. So anyway, it gets an overall rating of a 7.3 out of 10. It gets a 7.3 out of 10 from me, folks. Yes, sirree. So, of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, oh yeah, see ya.